with all the glitches, I definitely prefer it this way.
I didn't like virtual. You didn't? No. It was terrible.
A class of brutally honest fifth graders didn't hold back on telling President Biden just how, quote, terrible virtual learning is. The president's visit to the Virginia classroom comes as new emails show a powerful teachers union influenced the CDC's reopening guidance, which the White House is defending.
The CDC, it's actually long-standing best practice for the CDC to engage with organizations and groups that are going to be impacted by guidance and recommendations issued by the agency.
Oh yeah, totally normal. I'm sure the CDC meets with a lot of small business organizations to see what their opinions are. Yeah, that's what they tell us, right? Long-standing practice to prioritize the needs of our children. Is that what I thought was going on here? Well, Rebecca Friedrichs has been teaching in California public schools for 28 years. She's the founder of For Kids and Country. She joins us now with Reaction. Rebecca, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Just, can you give us a sense of the scale of this problem right now? I think because we have a Biden administration, there's far less interest in talking about the downsides of many of these COVID policies. But even right now, we have what percentage of kids not back in classrooms fully nationwide?
Gosh, I don't know the latest numbers on how many kids are in or out, but I know that parents are frustrated because a lot of kids are still in a hybrid model. They go to school some of the time, they're learning virtually some of the time. A lot of kids are still stuck at home. And it's always the public schools that are run by the teachers unions where people are frustrated because they don't make decisions based on what's right for the children and right for Americans. They make decisions based on politics.
I want to dig into that with you. By the way, Control just told me right now, as of today, sorry to put you on the spot, it's about 30% of kids nationwide not back in schools fully. So yeah, that's I got a brain room or brain trust over there that could always pull these things in real time, which I always appreciate. But that's a lot of kids. So I just want to understand, why aren't 100% of kids fully back in classrooms? You're saying it's the unions.
Oh, it's 100% the unions. And even let's say 30% are still not in. The 70% that are in classrooms, if they're in public school classrooms, they are not getting an outstanding education. There's still some good teachers out there, but the system is so corrupt and the unions have brought in all these horrible anti-American, anti-science curricula propaganda that our students are not getting a great education, whether they're in the classroom or on virtual. It's 100% the teachers unions and their special interest groups that are causing all of these problems.
What is right now, or most recently, I mean, it doesn't have to be the up-to-date narrative or propaganda from the teachers unions, what are they saying about why they can't go back in? We've had a lot. I mean, here's Joe Biden in September of last year. We can react to that.
Mr. President, where are you? Where are you? Why aren't you working on this? We need emergency support funding for our schools, and we need it now. Mr. President, that's your job. That's your job. That's what you should be focused on now. Getting our kids back to school safely, keeping schools safely able to remain open.
Okay. It's his job now. It's Biden's job. And as I said, you got a lot of schools that are still not open. What's the teachers union rationalization for this?
Well, I'll just say it. I'll say the truth. The teachers unions lie. They say anything they have to say to keep our schools closed because this gives them opportunity to get whatever it is they want, more raises, or really what they're trying to do is undermine our free republic. And the best way to keep a free republic is to have a well-educated and moral citizenry that can self-govern. So the unions are actually undermining that very important feature of our free republic. So what we have to remember is it doesn't matter what the unions say or how they say it. They're not being honest with us. They're manipulating the CDC. They're manipulating Joe Biden. He sounded like a robot there in that clip. At that time, he was saying, President Trump wasn't doing his job when he was doing his job. And now President Biden's doing whatever the teachers unions want.
Why is it that my local grocery store has been staffed with people the entirety of the pandemic? The CVS on the corner where I live, those folks, I know them, those clerks at the counter and in the pharmacy, they've been showing up the entirety of the pandemic, but teachers are still holding to this it's not safe for us thing. I mean, I'm going into an office every day. Why do teachers have a special it's not safe exemption?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I want to help your audience to understand it's not teachers, it's teachers' unions. The majority of good teachers that I know wanted to get back in the classroom immediately, like after the 2-week, when we were first only supposed to be out of school for 2 weeks. They've been wanting to get back so badly. They're so frustrated. They can't teach well in this virtual learning. The kids aren't learning. So real teachers who want the kids to learn, they want to be in the classroom. But guess what? They don't have a voice because the teachers' unions claim to speak for them. The teachers' unions have all the power. The teachers' unions are controlling politicians all over this country, from local school board levels all the way up to the White House. And so these real teachers don't have a voice. So here, I'm being their voice right now. It's not teachers. They want to be in the classroom. It's teachers' unions. Let's put our sights on them. Let's try to get them out of our schools.
Senator Ted Cruz shared this on Twitter. The teachers' union bosses are running the show at the CDC. It's time for Joe Biden and CDC Director Walensky to stop putting union bosses before our kids. If the status quo continues, America's students will only fall further behind. Can you give us a sense of what it means, especially for a lot of kids from low-income backgrounds, low-income households, to have been out of school in some cases now for well over a year, missing an entire school year and really a school year and a semester? What's that going to mean for their development?
I'm telling you, it's a tragedy. I taught my entire career in a low-income school district. We had 42 languages on our campus. Those kids are my students, the kind of kids that I taught my whole career. These children need support. Their families need some support. These are hardworking families who want their children to learn, who want their children to have the American dream and have a chance in life. A lot of these, the parents are struggling with speaking English. These kids need to be in classroom. How's this going to impact them? This could destroy their futures. This could keep them from learning how to read. This could keep them from learning the things they need to start a small business or to enter the workforce.